Hello, Lincoln sports fans. I'm Beckett Anderson.
And I'm Terrence Sales, and welcome to the first episode of the Lincoln Sports Zone for the second semester sports broadcasting class.
It's taken a while for us to get started between the move to the new studio and multiple snow days, but we're back and we're ready.
We start today with our main event, and it's always great when our main event is Ohio Capital Conference Ohio Championship.
And that means our main event is the boys basketball team.
And our Aubrey Brown and Evan Jimenez were courtside to get all the highlights of the Lions' big game.
The stage is set in Pickerington as the Gahanna Lions march into enemy territory to face the Pickerington North Panthers for the OCC Championship on Pick North Senior Night. The crowd is loud, the lights are bright, and the Panthers are looking to defend their home court tonight against the Lions.
Senior Derek Whitfield takes the ball, finds a lane, slices through the defense for the opening layup to get Gahanna on the board. This has been Whitfield's fourth year on varsity for Gahanna Lincoln Lions.
Freshman Steve Blackman gets the ball, takes the shot, and knocks down the three to put the Lions up 11-4.
The Lions were locked in defensively, crashing the boards, pushing the tempo, and by the end of the first quarter, they were up 15-8. As the final quarter started, the pressure was on the Panthers. They started to push their tempo. Senior Junior Bates hit a three to cut the lead 38-45.
The third quarter starts off with the same intensity, and the Lions kept their lead. Freshman Raheem Washington scored 9 points in the third quarter. A pass finds Bates, and with a strong stride to the rim, finishes with a layup.
Senior Landon Shear gets 2 free throws, makes the first one, then back at the line, calm and composed. He releases the second. Bang, 2 clutch shots.
The Lions hold on to the ball, and after a couple more clutch free throws, the Gahanna Lions are now the 2026 OCC champions.
They put me in the game, and just free throws are something that I pride myself in. Just to be able to knock those down for our team, put us up 5 with that much time left in the game. I mean, it's important. Free throws are something that you practice every day, and to be able to do that for our team, and just to be outright there, it feels different. Being co-OCC, great, but being outright champs, going to games since I was 6 years old, seeing guys cut down the nets and everybody celebrating, it feels different to be outright.
Outright OCC was one of the ones that we wanted to get, and it was a team effort, a lot of highs and lows, but ultimately we got the goal. We're outright OCC champions.
The big win on Friday combined with a New Albany loss makes the Lions outright OCC champs. Now it's tournament time. Gahanna will tip off Tuesday at 7 at home against Lancaster. The Golden Gales are 9-12 and just 3-10 in the OCC, but Lancaster has won 3 of their last 4 games. Meanwhile, the Lions have won 3 in a row. Good luck, boys.
Now to the girls. The Lions are the 5th seed in the Division I Central District 1, and they will host 22nd seed Westerville North tonight at 7 here at GLHS. The Lions are 15-6 this season, while the Warriors are 8-14. But Gahanna has lost 3 of their last 4, so it should be a good game. We spoke with Hayden Hall and Coach Bailey for a preview on tonight's game.
We're excited going to Wednesday. Energy's been high all week. Practices have been good. We're just excited to get ready for tournament. I think we have a chance to go really far in tournament. We're really excited. We just want to see how far we can go and just see all the things we can do.
For the tournament, I think we closed out the season very well. Winning our last game, we was on the 3-game slide, so winning last week was very impressive for us as a team, and now it's time for the tournament. The last few practices has been very well. They've been working hard, getting after each other, so I'm excited to see what happened on Wednesday. We're just taking it game by game. That's our motto. We just worried about Westerville North, and that's the only game we're worried about right now.
Thanks, and good luck tonight, girls.
Moving from basketball to hockey, and it's safe to say that everybody has hockey fever after United States' gold medal win over Canada on Sunday, and the women's gold medal as well.
Here at Gahanna, the Lions are happy they got a chance to play at the Ice House at Nationwide Arena over the weekend.
Our Brooklyn Paglioni has the highlights.
Gahanna Lions take a trip downtown to the Ice House for the first playoff game against the New Albany Eagles. The Lions start out strong with a pass from Dom Caxios to Ryder Osman for the first goal of the night. Lions up 1-0. Now with 1 goal on the board for the Lions, Jack Richards makes a pass in, and Elias McNutt with the finish. The Lions now up 3-0, still in the first period. Don Caccio scores his first goal of the night. Lions are pushing for the win. The team is not backing down. Don Caccio with his second goal of the game scores. This brings the Lions up 5-0 in the first period. Now coming into the second period, the Lions make a pass in and almost score, missing by an inch, but still fighting for that win. Last period of the game, score currently 5-1. Joey Miknovic scores. The last goal of the game brings the score up 6-1. The buzzer goes off and Lions have officially won the first playoff game, 6-1, beating the New Albany Eagles.
I think what led us to this win was all the hard work we put into practices and games before this. We were really ready to play this weekend, and I'm just really happy for the result of the game. And I think it was a team effort that whole game, so I'm really glad for the Lions. We did great.
We were locked in all week. This was an 8-week. First time that Gahanna's beaten New Albany in our program's history, so really important for us to get this win. Looking forward to next week. And yeah, we're just really locked in all week.
What a game. Great job, Lions, on the win. We skated off the ice to the lanes to check up on how our bowling teams are doing. Yesterday, both the boys and girls teams competed at districts, where the boys took first with a 41-61 and the girls also came in first with a 36-64. Top bowlers for both teams were Chris Briscoe, who placed 9th overall with a score of 634, Mitchell Jensen, who placed 10th overall with a score of 631, Jessica Goldman, who placed 7th overall with a score of 596, and Kennedy Caruthers, who placed 9th overall with a score of 564. Both the boys and girls teams will compete at the Bowling State Championship a week from Friday on their home lanes, HP Lanes.
The boys bowling team will look to continue their undefeated 15-0 season next Friday.
But their success is not new this year. They've been unstoppable in the last couple seasons.
They have lost only one regular season match in the past 3 years. Our Lauren Guthrie takes a deeper look to see what the key to their success is.
Here's Lauren.
To most people, bowling is a fun and casual activity. But to the boys bowling team here at Gahanna Lincoln, bowling is so much more than a hobby. It is hours of hard work and dedication that leads them to their success.
Bowling Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, as well as doing workouts on Wednesday. Doing something every day of the week like that, no other team is doing that, and that's why I think we're the best team in the state.
Just all the practice you put in, all the time to spend, just like preparing all season for this moment, and it's like coming up to the moment, like actually like doing what we wanted to do.
The boys will have their eyes set on the state championship next Friday to cap off their remarkable season. However, it is not just the extreme success that makes this team special.
We really do have a lot of good kids, and we set a standard going into the season of what the expectations are, and as a result of that, you know, because they want to do well, they work hard to uphold those standards and challenge themselves to move forward.
The team is moving ahead together, but their relationship started way back in time. The longtime camaraderie of the boys is what helps motivate them every day.
We've been bowling together for like 3 or 4, I think 5 years now. So we really know each other well. And like having some of the seniors leave next year, it's gonna be really hard.
It's been extra special because the amount of practices we get together as a full team, it really builds a connection with everyone together, and it makes us all feel like we are welcome in one big area.
They sure do come together. The friendships made at the lanes are unlike any other bonds and are ones to keep for a lifetime.
To have 16 boys, technically, that all get along is an amazing feat. And then for the varsity specifically, we have 8 kids that support each other. They hold each other up when another one's not bowling well. It's a great thing to have.
We have a lot of fun together because we want to make sure we have fun. And it keeps our energy up and makes it so we don't bowl as bad and get in our heads.
Staying up. When you get down on yourself, your game's going to go down, but we have a very good ability to stay up, and that's how we keep our game up.
Sticking together through the ups and downs is what makes this program so special. They aren't just adding on to one season. They're building upon the legacy of a legendary program led by their coaching staff.
The coach just putting in hard work and like helping us out and like always listening to like what we need and like just like us like also we're working hard and like doing what they tell us.
The key to our success is just the talent and like the deep roster we have. At any moment, anybody could just be pulled in, and Coach could have the same faith in them as she does in us.
Just by looking at the scores and the trophies earned by the team, you will be able to tell that they are successful. But if you look past the surface, you will find that the program itself is building something beyond that, and something remarkable. This is Lauren Guthrie in The Zone.
While the bowling team prepares for state, the swim team is wrapping up its season in the pool.
Jai Jackson joins us with more on how swim districts went this weekend. Hi, Jai. How's it feel to be reporting our first show?
It feels good to be able to report this first show. The swim season is coming to an end. On Saturday, swimmers competed in districts in Athens, Ohio at Ohio University. Overall, the team did great. With many time drops and personal bests, it was an amazing meet for many of the swimmers and a great way to wrap up the season. We spoke with junior Brendan Miller and freshman Xavier Rivera about how the meet went and what the rest of the season holds.
Districts went really well. We had a lot of time drops. Our individual races and our relays all did really well. Team as a whole did great, and it's really exciting to see everyone drop time.
We've trained all year for this, and we really put in a lot of effort, and now it's just a mental game. You got to really see if you're able to pull through and just do your best, and the team is really good at making that happen. They treat me so good and help me out a lot.
Staying in the pool, girls also competed at districts on Saturday. All of the girls had an incredible meet. 3 of them did exceptionally well and qualified individually for states. Our Cindy Probasco has 1-minute talk with Olivia Monk on how she has prepared for this season.
Thanks, guys. So, Olivia, you qualified for 4 different things on states, right?
Yes, I qualified in 2 relays and 2 individuals, 100 fly and 100 back, and 2 free relay and 4 free relay.
How have you been preparing for states coming up?
Individually, I've definitely been working on eating better and practicing. We practice every day a week for 2 hours, and going into the competition season, we've been on rest and taper and just really focusing on technique and getting better. And as a team, we've definitely worked on team bonding. We have had a lot of team meals, and we've been getting closer as a team, which is really important going into big meets like this.
What sacrifices and challenges have you had to face this season?
I've definitely been a lot more stressed out. I don't have as much time to do my schoolwork because I'm always practicing, and I definitely don't see my friends as much, but it's a sacrifice I'm always willing to take.
And finally, how did it feel when you qualified as your different relays and as a team?
It was definitely an amazing feeling. It's my 2nd year qualifying, so I'm really excited. Our relays are placed very high, and so am I individually, so I'm just excited to see how I do at states.
Thanks, Olivia. Now back to the sports desk.
Thanks, Sydney. Now sending it back to my favorite anchors at the sports desk. How's it going?
It's going good, John. The first show is pretty awesome. Our girls wrestlers are OCC champions and will be moving on to sectionals this week at Jonathan Alder High School. These girls really are something, huh?
I'd say so, Beckett. Say, have you ever felt a special connection with your team?
I actually have, especially with cross country. What about you?
I have, but not as much as the connection our girls wrestling team has through their dynamic duo, father and daughter.
The twist, there's 2 pairs of them.
Our Xander Young gives us a deeper look.
Gahanna wrestlers Jordan Mills and Kylie Tips have been dominant so far this season. And one factor is their deep connection to their coaches, who happen to be their fathers. This deep connection is definitely making an impact.
It's really great. He's been my coach since I was 8 years old, and he really helps me improve and better myself, and I think he's a really great asset to the team and also a really great person that I really appreciate when he coaches me on the sidelines and from warming up, and it helps my confidence a lot.
It's fun having my dad as a coach. He pushes me a lot to be better because he knows that I'm capable of more because he knows me better than anyone else on the team.
The coaches love working with their daughters as it helps them learn more as a coach and as a parent.
It's a roller coaster ride. You have your ups, your downs, you have your good days, your bad days, but in the end, we have a lot of fun. She works really, really hard. She's one of the captains of the team. It's just been a great experience.
It's a blessing and it's a challenge, you know. We've grown up together in the sport, and so we've learned a lot from each other. So it requires me to keep learning and to stay ahead so I can still be valuable.
A challenge that comes with being a coach and a parent is keeping those 2 roles separate. So how do these coaches maintain that separation?
We just want to make sure we don't take home some of the, we might have sometimes we have good days, we have bad days in practice. We try and make sure when we get home, we sit down, we relax. We kind of have a good balance of that, and I think that's really important with any kind of coach dad. Because when we're here and then when we ride home, there's a certain amount of information that is not as important to give. Sometimes it's good to listen.
The coaches are very proud of the work so far this season from their girls. It will be fun to see how this season turns out for our wrestlers. For Gahanna Lincoln, I'm Xander Young, in the zone.
Thank you, Xander. Now to the boys. The boys wrestling team is on a roll after their win at home against Central Crossing 46-28. They've been having a great season, but this was their last meet before they traveled to Watkins Memorial High School to compete in sectionals on Sunday. We caught up with juniors Benjamin Bell and Kellen Rachel for a recap of the match.
I think we did real well. We put a lot of preparation into this. Next thing is sectionals, and it's the end of the season. The only thing we can really peak on right now is our conditioning. So that's a big thing that's coming up for sectionals.
We've been getting in the room every day, even when we don't have school, practicing hard, working hard, making sure we're coming in on weight.
The competition cheer team is wrapping up their debut season at the state championship.
Here's Sydney with the recap. Hey, Sydney.
Good morning, guys. I'm so glad we're finally getting our first show in.
Yeah, same.
The Gahanna competition cheer team took their talents to Big Walnut High School for their state championship. In just their first year of competing, the team secured an impressive 9th place finish, going head-to-head with powerhouse programs like Pickerington North and Olentangy High School. Afterwards, we caught up with Claire Wise and Coach Hardesty to hear their thoughts on the team's performance for the 2025 to 2026 season.
I was confident that the team was working hard enough that they would put in the effort to get us there. No matter how we placed, I've been proud of the girls and how well they performed.
I'm just really excited that we made it to states. It's really unexpected, especially our first year back, and we really just worked really hard as a team, and everybody just worked so hard, and I'm really sad to see the end of this season.
Keeping up with the cheerleaders, there were 3 amazing senior game day captains who led the team to its 9th place finish in states on Sunday. While these captains don't just support the team, they lead by example, and there's been challenges with doing so. Our Sophia Redmond has 1 minute with one of these hardworking captains.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with our senior captain, Addison Gomez. So, Addie, what was it like competing at your first state competition as a captain?
It was definitely an unforgettable moment. I have had so much fun this season with the girls. I led our team to the best of my abilities, and I'm hoping that I was a good leader to all of them, and yeah.
What were some traditions that the game day team did before they went to perform?
So we do have a little charm on our shoe that we do. We stick our right foot into a circle in our prayer circle, and we say a little prayer before we go on. And we also, when we're waiting for awards, we also cross our hands and, pray that we do well.
Thanks. And what were some struggles that you experienced as a captain this year and in this program, just for it being your first year back at Gahanna?
We definitely saw some struggles with our routines, but with the judges' opinions and feedback, we were able to come back stronger, each competition scoring higher and higher, which was a very good boost for us and our confidence. And I'm hoping that next year our game day cheer team is going to be way stronger than this year, and that we keep our traditions alive.
Thank you, Addie. Sending it back to the news desk.
Well, that's a wrap on what I have today. Sending it back to Becca and Taryn for a look at the new facilities.
Thanks, Sid. With the move to the new school for our Gahanna sports, also got a new home.
That's right. All athletes at our school now have access to the all-new state-of-the-art facilities to improve their training.
From upgraded practice spaces to an improved weight room, the new additions are already making an impact.
Our Bradley Cook has a story on the new facilities.
And how our sports teams are using them to their advantage.
For many student athletes, practices often go beyond the court or the field with hours of weightlifting and conditioning behind the scenes. And with a brand new building, athletes at Gahanna Lincoln High School have access to all new spaces to improve their training so they can win more than ever before.
So the field house is such a great new space for all of our athletes here at Gahanna Lincoln High School. In the old building, we were really limited on how many teams could practice at the same time, and then just when space was available. Kind of like that third gym that we called the Blue Gym was really small, really echoey, so there was not a lot that could be done.
I like the field house because it gives us the opportunity to come in and play during our off season, and it brings us all together, and we have a lot of new incoming freshmen, and it really gives us a good bond that we don't usually get with the old school because we didn't have something like this.
When it's cold or rainy, we can come in here and
we develop our skills better, but we still have fun. And today we were blasting music, and it's just a really good, positive atmosphere to grow our skills.
At the old school in the blue gym, it was really hard to practice when it was really hot outside in the summertime. We would get really sweaty, and the whole gym kind of just like smelled bad. I really like the new area because we can get on our mats and it can be clean.
So far, the field house has been a lot better to use because we don't have a terrible floor. So it's nice to be able to actually practice on a nice floor, and all 3 teams can practice at the same time.
The field house isn't the only space with an upgrade. The new weight room has more space and better equipment to accommodate more teams at once.
The new weight room is great because it's bigger than the old one, so I can get more students in. 2 trainer bodies.
I like all the new weightlifting equipment because there's more space and it's more fun to be around like the tennis crew.
It has a whole bunch of new state-of-the-art equipment that's super nice to work with, and it's just bigger. That means like more teams can be there at a time. Amerson doesn't have to be focused on one team. He has more space to practice with multiple teams at once, and it's just really nice because like we get to be in there with our friends like all the time.
While having a new weight room causes many physical benefits, just having a new space in general causes the athletes to have better attitudes and be more motivated.
With it being new, everybody likes something new, but everybody's excited about the new weight room and getting in, and everybody's working hard and they're coming in hitting the ground running.
It does make us want to show up more. It looks like presented-wise, it's presentable. It makes everybody literally want to come in there and just work. That's literally what it is in there.
So no matter if the sport is on a field or a court, all athletes are benefited by the new facilities. This is Bradley Cook in The Zone.
Thanks, Bradley. Our Lions game is changing within the facility.
But it could be changing outside.
Name, image, and likeness is officially approved in the state of Ohio.
Our Evan Sweeney takes an inside look and explains how NIL is changing the game for high school athletes.
There's something new in Ohio high school sports called NIL. It stands for name, image, and likeness. It means high school athletes can now make money from things like sponsorships, social media posts, and signing autographs. But with that, a small thing like violating code could be your eligibility.
For Ohio, they were actually sued by the family of a student athlete, stating that it was limiting their ability to monetize their name, image, and likeness, which technically had nothing to do. Like NIL activities should have nothing to do with interscholastic participation.
Putting a temporary ban on NIL. Now with the new rules in place, after the lawsuit, the big question is what does this mean moving forward?
Parents are responsible for that hustle. The student athlete is responsible for that hustle. They have to file that paperwork through the OHSAA on their own.
Why are you trying to do it? And then how does that fit in with being a member of a school team to ensure that that isn't coming at a cost?
The whole purpose of NIL is to make athletes better people. But the most important part is reporting the deal itself in order to make athletes stay eligible.
Before you do anything, before you think anything's cool, get it approved by the OHSAA.
Can you wear your uniform? No. Can you say no? Right? Because that is a violation of activity number 1. Can't be on the football field, can't be in the gym, can't be in the locker room, can't have anything to do with the school in which you attend.
There might seem like a lot of requirement for NIL deals, but it's not just the deal or the money. It's about doing the right thing.
Sports in high school helps kids develop and become better human beings so that when they go out to the community, they can be an added benefit to the community.
NIL should never change who you are. The spotlight might get brighter, but your character, your work ethic, and your love for the game have to stay the same. I'm Evan Sweeney, in The Zone.
Well, Lincoln, that's a wrap for today's Sports Zone.
Thanks for tuning in to catch all the action.
We'll be back a week from Friday with another show.
And as always,
Go Lions!